Live from the can, it's Christian's Corner! And here's your host, Christian! Hey everyone, welcome to this, our debut episode of Chris's Corner, Christian's Corner, whichever you want to call it. I am reporting from the bathroom right now, because on this, our debut episode, I felt this show needed to have some light, and since my living room has about as much light in it as, well, the Batcave, I decided that I should probably, film it in the one room in the house that actually has strong lighting, aka the bathroom. This is mainly going to be for my blog, or my YouTube channel, my own blog, which, well, I think that URL is going to change soon, so I'm not even going to say it out loud yet, because it will just create confusion and stuff. And if there's one thing we don't need, man, it's more confusing stuff going on. Anyway, this is, like every other blog out there, going to be about my pathetic life, which I don't find very interesting, you're not going to find interesting. But, however, unlike most other people, I at least realize I'm not interesting. So therefore, we're not going to focus on my life. Although it might come up if certain horrible things happen, because, guess what, I work at a convenience store. So yeah, stupid and horrible things happen every fucking day. But, we're not going to be focusing on that. We're going to be focusing on my main two interests, namely video games and movies. We will touch upon other things like books, comic books sometimes, maybe even music, but I seriously doubt it because even though I listen to music frequently, my musical tastes are... I seriously, I can mix up Taylor Swift, Slipknot, and like Britney Spears' first album. I can listen to whatever. Can't stand Swedish folk music, but that's pretty much where my border is. Otherwise, I can listen to anything. So I'm not going to be talking about music very much because you're all going to tell me how much my music taste sucks. Because guess what? Even I know it sucks. So yeah, I guess what you could say is that I am currently, I guess my New Year's resolution is, one, to find a proper film school because I want to major in film, go to the university. I've studied film at the university for 2 years, but I want to do it properly and learn filmmaking, not just film, film science, which has been my main focus so far. I guess my New Year's resolution is two things: find a proper school and hopefully get accepted for the fall. Rule number two: watch one new movie every day for the entire year. And if I don't watch a new movie a certain day, that means I have to double up by watching 2 new movies the day after. And if I skip, I have to do 3 the day after that, 4 the day after that. So yeah, I'm currently working my way through that, see how long it's going to hold. I know it's not going to, but I can at least try. Which means that the last couple of days have been pretty eventful. I started off my horrible 3-day binge of movies with watching 3 horrible movies and 1 good movie. I saw Salt with Angelina Jolie, the action movie from last summer, which was terrible. And I'm going to get a lot of flack for this because I think this movie at least has some fans out there, especially among you Angelina nuts out there, which I will confess, I really don't like Angelina Jolie. I never have and I never will, I don't think. I have Changeling lying on my couch, the Clint Eastwood movie about her, where she's a mother whose child has gotten kidnapped and all that stuff. Because that's supposed to be a really good movie. I just want to see her in a good movie. And I haven't seen Girl Interrupted, so yeah, I'm gonna have to check out her good movies and see if it can make me change my mind. Because it kind of worked recently. I'm actually starting to like Nicolas Cage. I really hated him for a while. Anyway. So saw Salt. It wasn't good. Like this over-American action movie where just all this shit. Like I can't believe it's the year 2010 and the Cold War has been over for officially. The Soviet Union disbanded in 1991. In the year 2010, they're still making movies where the Russians are the enemy. I mean, seriously, come on. That's so fucking lame. Anyway, the next 2 movies I don't even really think I need to mention because, well, there are so many internet reviews out there with, better production values than my show, and they actually, have the time, effort, and also the knowledge how to rip DVDs and put audio commentary over footage from the film. the Asylum double shit sandwich known as Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus and Mega Piranha. Horrible movies, horrible script, horrible effects, horrible acting, downright horrible all through. Basically, I saw Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus and I actually paid attention to that movie. It was terrible. And then after I'd seen that movie, I just put Mega Piranha in because I borrowed these from a friend and I wanted to just return both of them at the same time. So I just put in Mega Piranha and realized, holy shit, this is the same movie, only they took Debbie Gibson out of it and put Tiffany in the other one. I'm like, you know what, I can't fucking do this. So I was writing like a little column for like this story I'm writing while I was watching Mega Piranha. And I still like felt I got the most that movie had to give. But then I also saw Defendor with Woody Harrelson. And Woody Harrelson, an actor I don't like because I've only seen him in like either small roles in good movies or big roles in movies I didn't like. Yes, I did not like Zombieland. At all. Except for Emma Stone, but that's a completely different thing. And even in that movie, she's not that good. And it's not because she's hot, I actually like her as an actress. Anyway, Defendor, which is basically Kick-Ass, if you made Kick-Ass a retard, if you took Kick-Ass and made him Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you actually try to keep a little more of the grittiness from the Kick-Ass comic book. It was a grittier version of Kick-Ass with Forrest Gump as the star. And honestly, even though it wasn't a masterpiece, can't really argue with that formula. I mean, it worked to a certain extent. Then yesterday, what did I watch yesterday? I watched 2 movies yesterday and they were good, I remember that much. Oh, hell. See, that's the problem with not having notes and just doing it on the fly is that you forget stuff frequently. Oh, shit, I saw Heathers. Yeah, I saw Heathers. Oh, God, I've been on this, like, ever since I saw Easy A, I've been on this crazy high school movie binge. I saw Easy A, again, Emma Stone, really like her. Then saw The Breakfast Club for the first time. I've been dismissing The Breakfast Club being crap. Oh my god, I was so wrong. The movie's so good. Like, I remember like just hearing the first people say that, oh, John Hughes, he defined the 80s teenagers. Like, yeah, shit, he did. The guy made fucking Home Alone 3. How can he be any good? It's like, yeah. Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they're both amazing. And in fact, I'm waiting for like to get a couple of other John Hughes inspired and John Hughes directed and written movies in the mail next week. See, I'll probably talk about those as well. I have to get through this because I can't quickly because I can't hit that 15-minute marker because I don't have like a YouTube partner account. I can't make videos longer than 15 minutes. Yeah, and then I saw New York, I Love You. I guess you could call it the sequel to Paris Je t'aime. French people, don't fucking trash talk me. I'm an American Swede. I can handle 2 languages. I've got a friend, goddamn Peruvian guy, who can handle 5. But I'm not Peruvian. I'm American. It's a miracle I can handle 2 languages without people being able to notice that notice my accent. Anyway. And that movie was sort of hit and miss. It's a collection, I think, is like I guess you should call it 10 short stories by different directors. Natalie Portman directs one, Indian director Mira Nair does one, and Brett Ratner, a bunch of directors do. And well, again, yeah, every story was sort of hit and miss. My favorite being, I think they called Segment 5, which is about this kid, Anton something. He's Chekhov from the new Star Trek movie. Him being dumped before prom, and then his local pharmacist, James Caan, hooking him up with his own daughter, who is in a wheelchair. And basically, like, this story, which is only like 10 minutes long, I felt like it was such a waste in this movie because this would have been a really good movie all by itself. And in fact, unless Brett Ratner, the director of this very piece, unless he or someone else actually calls dibs on it, I'm going to develop this movie. I'm going to tweak it and I'm going to develop this into a full-length feature film because it really deserves it. There were some other gems in there, but that was the one that stuck. That was the one that really stood out as the one that I want to see over and over again. And in fact, I did watch it before I went to work this morning. get up at 7 o'clock and watch one segment of New York I Love You before work. So yeah, and today I had sort of a little rough patch. I've been at work like early till 5 o'clock, and I only had a chance to really watch one movie. I spilled like shrimp brine all over my laptop, and I had to clean that up, and that sort of ruined everything for me today because I had to reset a lot of stuff on my computer because as we're drying off the keyboard, I slapped around all the keys and I reset loads of shit, made internet not work, and I was like, what the fuck, how can you do this and not be able to fix it? Like, how can your random slaps of the fingers mess your computer up so bad that you can't use it, but then when you actually take your noggin and you're trying to figure out what's wrong, you can't do it for the life of you. Fucking horrifying. Anyway, yeah. But I did actually manage to see Red Riding 1974, a British like I guess crime movie, like a mystery movie about child killings in 1974. I guess the only reason why I really saw this movie was because I want to see the other two. It's a part of a trilogy called Red Riding 1974, Red Riding 1980, and Red Riding 1983. And this one has Andrew Garfield in it. Andrew Garfield from Social Network, Boya, and I guess most importantly, he's the new Spider-Man. Again with Emma Stone. That's Gwen Stacy, which I will most likely talk to you about like to death as more information gets to the surface on this film, because I'm really hyped for it, even though I really hated the last 3 Spider-Man movies from a fan standpoint. Well, anyway, yeah, Red Riding. I guess you could explain it as being Zodiac for like the British people. It's a 70s movie. Made in modern day, but it's the 70s, just like Zodiac. Follows a reporter, just like Zodiac. Only, even though this movie has a better, like more concrete payoff for the main character, whereas Zodiac just sort of alludes to things that happen, because both cases you don't really get to find out what happens. But this movie feels like it takes like Red Riding takes a little more chances and guesses. It's not content with leaving you hanging. It tries to solve everything in an unsolved case just so you won't think that, oh, that was a waste of my time. And in fact, that was actually the best part of the movie, because the movie is 1 hour and 46 minutes, and it really drags. And in fact, it wasn't for the last 35 minutes that I actually really got into the movie. Overall, I think the best reason to see this movie is if you want to see Andrew Garfield, because he once again shows that he's a really good actor, and I am not ashamed to say that he was the best part of Social Network. Both his character and him as an actor. Jesse Eisenberg didn't deserve all the hype that he gets. Basically, Jesse Eisenberg in that movie, he's not acting well. Jesse Eisenberg acts the way Jesse Eisenberg acts. The only problem is, unlike every other movie he's made, his acting is tailor-made for a stiff, non-social geek. So that's why it's not him being the good actor, it's the character he's playing being the perfect fit for his acting. Well, anyway, I really got to keep this short now, otherwise I'm going to get over the minute mark. Anyway, this is just the first video. Next video will probably not be this bright because I will be in my living room, and hopefully I'll have more movies to talk about. Yeah. Talk to you later, dudes and dudettes, and whatever else may be out there in, internet land. Peace. But not literally.